Well, what do you think? Theodore Roosevelt National Park North Unit. This is the Juniper Campground, and it looks like they're pretty much all pullouts. So there's a nice little sea or whatever you want to call that. They got a lot of construction going around here on the roads and the paving and that kind of thing. So this is going to be our view out the front of the camper. It's one of the reasons I didn't take one on the other side of the road, because our view would have been the road. So I took a pull-out on the right side. Now that may change up the way here, but this is going to work okay. I see this guy is turning around, coming back through, or is he going to pick another spot? No, he's driving around looking for a better spot. He was parked over here behind us. We're in site 49. I don't really see any bad ones, so some are shorter than others. This one looked a lot longer. I was going to pull into, I think, 47 over here, and noticed that 49 looked a lot longer, easier to work with. So there's the park area out there. So it just goes around in a big loop here. So they're doing some construction here and there. Hey, our national parks need some renovation. So we'll look around the park, let you know what we find here. Okay, this is gorgeous, love it. I did pick this one too because it's open. There's no trees above me because we'll be dry camping. There's no hookups here, so we'll rely on the solar primarily just to run very little of anything. Got my refrigerator set to run on propane only right now, on gas only, so it won't be using hardly any energy at all. All right, let's look around and find out what there is out there. Just before you get to the campground, on the left there's a nature trail. Now this one is paved, so it's good for wheelchair access, and we'll see what it's like. There's a short loop, 30 minutes, long loop, 60 minutes, moderate, dirt path and stairs. So we'll take a look at this, but boy, it's a beautiful day today. Everything is so nice. Still a lot of construction going on here. They should be done in about an hour, hour and a half, hopefully. You'll come up on the banks of the Little Missouri River. Very calm flowing river, but it's actually moving pretty quick. It's not all that slow. But this will join up with the Missouri River. So this is where the end of the wheelchair access trail is, and just right over here on the left it branches this way, and you can go back for a quick 30-minute tour. So boy, really nice day here today. So we're at an exposed part of the cliffs here, and henceforth the name Moderate Trail, because we're going to need to go up those steps on up there, and I think around the top. So yeah, wheelchairs, no, unless you drag them up. Got a rope, you could always hang that down. Nature's firewood, buffalo chips. Oh, ho, ho. You never want to throw one of those away. We saw some hoof prints up there that were just huge. They were mammoth. So we're coming down at the end of the nature trail. That little, those steps going up was the only hard part, period. And take your time going up those. If you do have some hip issues or leg issues, crawl. What can I say? Oh yeah, give me a pose. Give me a pose. Cool. We're on the Caprock Coulee trail, And this is a big slump here. Over in there, oh man, it's muddy. I'll take a picture of that when we get back. So this is where a slump of ground came clear on down in here. But this is a 8/10 of a mile one way. So we'll do 1.6 miles by the time we get done. But I haven't heard a soul. Heard someone way back there. They may have stopped at the swamp. I'll show you that. All right, we reached the end, 0.8 miles of the Caprock Coulee Nature Trail. There's a band of lignite coal running along the top of that. And, well, I thought there were going to be caprocks. There are no caprocks. No caprocks. Just a valley. But it is pretty. Very, very pretty. Okay, this is the worst part. It's about 3/4 of the way up here. And it is all mud. And there's no getting away from getting your feet muddy. Well, this is petrified wood. It's only in a few places here and there. This is just off the trail a little bit. But really awesome. Pretty colors. We're just starting to get some sprinkles. Really gnarly. That's as close as we got to caprocks, right there. And that's called piping, where the little pyramids or piles, or pilings? Piping. And of course it started to rain, but this is the River Bend Overlook. Sure wish it was nicer. Civilian Conservation Corps built that structure, as they did thousands in the national parks. Okay, I'll shoot this one with no words. It's windy. Now, right where you turn off to go into the campground, there's a little area here called Cannonball Concretions. And not even the scientists are real sure how they formed. They're not made of rock or rocks that flowed down streams. So that one's a really big one over there. There's one out this way. It's not perfectly round, but they tumble out of the side of this formation here every now and then. Really cool. It's a unique feature here. Some of the largest they've found. There are other cannonball concretions, but this is the gathering of the largest ones. Really awesome. Holy moly. Look at the size of that one. These formations are really crazy here. Wow. Looks like concrete has just been poured down around the area. A few grasses trying to start. This is really crazy. Very pretty though. Wow. Right off the road. Okay, wrap up for Theodore Roosevelt National Park North. And Linda corrected me on something, so I'm doing a take two here. This park, as far as the campground, much more open. I had spaced out the other one. If you saw my South Park video, that one was way woody and smaller pullouts, although a few were a little larger. But this one is much more open, way better if you're going to dry camp, because you've got the sun to keep you warm if it's cool. And there are shaded spots, so during the summer, if you're here, you can find some. The tip is, of course, as I mentioned, is to get here early. This is 12 to 12. In other words, 12 o'clock check-in, 12 o'clock check-out. If you get here 12 or 1 or so, or even a little before, I don't think they're that picky, you pretty much have your choice of spots unless it's in the heavy tourist season. But this is so much north of the other areas, I don't think you'll have a lot of problems probably getting in here. I suppose you could call the visitor center or the park ranger ahead of time to check. But lots of tent sites. And I forget, I'll see if I can look it up and put it in the description below on how many sites there are here. No hookups at all, just like the South Park. It's all dry camping, and there's only one bathroom here. So that's shared all the way around on the loop here. There is another bathroom, but it's closed, and it says closed for winterization, so I'm not sure why it didn't open by now. I doubt it's going to freeze. This is June 9th. So I'm not sure if that's going to be permanently closed. They've been doing road construction through this part, and that should be done, I'd say, in a week or so. So if you're heading out earlier than that, they'll just stop you and lead you through with a pace car. There's not as many buffaloes I thought I'd see, but they are out there. So the wildlife here seems a little bit more tame than like Devil's Tower. That's one I was thinking of. There was a lot of wildlife there, but it's early summer here, so maybe there'll be more out. The drives is nice, 14 miles out to the overlook at the furthest point, 14 miles back, and there's some pullouts, really nice views of the Little Missouri River and the valley down there. The campground, like I said, is really nice. $7 a day for a senior pass, so you can stay with a 14-day limit. Not sure I'd want to stay 14 days, but the dump station was closed. Oh, baby cottontail. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, okay. The hikes. We took the Coulee, what was it, Canyon? I forgot. I already spaced it out. It's already in there. That was a really neat hike. Now during the summer it'll be drier, so it's not going to be muddy like that. So if you come when it's rainy, be prepared. Don't wear flip-flops because it was pretty dang nasty. There's yuck in there. And buffalo have been in that area too, so you'll see hoof marks even up and down the trail, and they gouge a huge hole in the ground when it's wet up there. So nice trip up that canyon trail, that Canyon Coulee or whatever it was trail was really nice. Then I showed you a couple of the other things, and I would say this was well worth coming to. I wish the weather had been nicer. It was pretty darn cold. It was cold and rainy both mornings we were here, and then it cleared up in the afternoons. So sure enough, when we got back from our long trip out there to show you the overlooks, it cleared up. Doesn't fail. So you guys get out there, have fun, and do it Garland style, or your style. Take care.